Alright, let's get this show on the road. Came back around. Oops. Oops. Alright. Joining a draft here. Can I just force Borisov again?
Yeah.
We'll see. I'll do it based on the picks. It's just if we have a choice of even picks, I always kind of want to go that direction. That's okay to have that.
Okay.
To have that preference in mind, you know? I think that's actually okay. But definitely play it with the packs are. Vrals. Open Vrals. That's awesome. Yeah, he's definitely the pick. He's insane. Just
Yeah, it's very annoying.
Just insane and limited. So we're picking Vrals. There's also Rot Farm, Sin Collector, Zertod Druid, Armored Wolf Rider, Thrashing Moss Dog. A lot of green, unfortunately.
Yeah, a lot of good green.
A lot of good green, unfortunately, but you can't pass the Vrals. Too good.
And there's also no other good cards except for maybe How's This There Swat.
Well, we're gonna pass the signal, but maybe we can cut it off enough where it's not a big deal. But
people don't generally go Golgari either out of the first pack. So
yeah, and you can't. I mean, once you have Vrals, you're pretty good. All right, the next pack's got Far and Away. It has Gruul Warchant. It has Fatal Fumes, Crawl Warrior, Rakdos Drake.
Wow.
All good. I think the pick is really between Far and Away or Gruul Warchant.
Kind of like the Far and Away myself.
Could see that. I could see Gruul Warchant being real badass alongside Scavenge too, though.
Yeah, I could see that too.
Bug is cool though, and then that gives us access to like Beetle Form mages and stuff, which is another good Scavenge target. And Beetle Form mages typically go mid, fifth, sixth pick, whatever. I've picked up 3 of them before and been happy. Far and Away versus Gruul Warchant. I guess Far and Away is just, there's a lot of applications where it's useful.
Yeah.
And even if you just get away.
Yeah, we can play away.
Good. So, you're right. A little more color, less color intensive than the Gruul Warchant. And it's very good. Alright, now we have Battering Krasis, Crawl Warrior. I almost would rather Crawl Warrior.
I would too.
Rubble Maka is remaining in here. Hired Torture, which you probably could wheel. Maybe not, though. It's a pretty light pack. It's also Rakdos Guildgate. I guess we just take the Crawl Warrior over the Battering Krasis. Battering Krasis is fine, but Crawl Warrior I like more.
There's a Krasis.
Or we can get a Battering Krasis now, but there's also Maze Abomination, Blizzard Gatekeeper, Dimir Guildgate, Profit Loss. You know, I'm not opposed to the Maze Abomination. I think I like it more than the Battering Krasis, but it's not to say Battering Krasis is a terrible card, because it's not. I'm just not ever like super impressed with it. And Maze Abomination can be real useful, so we're gonna take that, even though it's a 6-drop. Whatever. All right, this pack's got Rakdos Drake, Runner's Bane. That's about it on color with what we were trying to do. There's also Feral Animist for Gruul. I guess we just take the Rakdos Drake, right? Feels like it's pretty good. Awesome Scavenge target. Okay, the next one's got Down and Dirty.
Species Gorger.
Maze Glider, potentially.
Oh, yeah.
To make the far work. I'm okay with that. Species Gorger too, you're right. You could make the blue work. But people tend to like the Gorger if you have like a comes into play effect.
It's not the greatest card, but
Maze Glider
like something that
is good too.
Is better in your graveyard. I'd rather have the Species Gorger for 5 mana +6/+6 on one of my guys.
Good point. Better with Vrals. Okay. Species Gorger.
Ooh, Woodlock Crawler.
There's also Give and Take, Thrashing Moss Dog.
Wow.
Excellent cards in here.
I feel like Moss Dog's the better pick, though, honestly.
Yeah, I think Woodlock Crawler's a little more color intensive than we want. We're not necessarily blue yet.
And we want to be
fixing. Give and Take is good too, but we want the Moss Dog. Even though it doesn't technically interact amazingly well with Vrals, it does make it makes it cheaper.
Yeah.
But just the fact that it's like a reach. Thrashing Moss is a very useful creature.
I'm kind of surprised to see it that late.
I'm happy to see it that late. It's good. Bodes well. Drown in Filth.
Helps defeat our Vrals.
Hired
Torture is better.
If we were to get like Grizzly Salvages or other stuff that's self-mill, I can see Drown in Filth being playable, but I think we just want the Hired Torture.
Yeah. But I only think Drone and Filth is good as a one of anyway. And I don't know. I'm never excited to pick him up.
I haven't played it yet either, so I actually don't know how good it is. So far, we look fine though. I mean, with Varolz on your team, you usually feel pretty good. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I had some guy freak out on me last time I played. Wow.
Wow.
Table the Rot Farm Skeleton, so we're going to slam that. That actually makes Drown and Filth a little more playable, too.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, Armored Wolf Rider, Phyto
That's
Burst,
really
Leave Decree, still remaining in the pack. Happily take the Rot Farm. Okay, so now we can take, well, it's got Smeltwort, Gatekeeper, Steeple Rock, Boros Cluestone, Orzhov Cluestone.
I'd kind of rather have the Steeple Rock out of all of this.
In case we end up,
Junk.
Okay.
Because it's a really good
I can see that.
scavenge.
Alright, Mending Touch, Drown and Filth. We can try Drown and Filth out. If we get Grizzly Salvages, like I said. Potentially play it. It's not super likely, but...
Second one.
Don't really need a second one. We can take the Dimir Clue.
Wow, all of these are on color Cluestones.
I kind of like the... well, that's a good question. Which one do we like more? I guess I'd rather have the Dimir, I think.
Okay, because it's...
Both of the far and away.
Yeah.
Mind Static, in case we end up deeper blue, just cutting blue in general. Hate that Maze Sentinel, but I'll take them anyway. And then a Golgari Cluestone last pick, which is kind of cool.
Totally relevant for us.
Playable.
Playable.
So far looking good.
Need more creatures.
Satisfied with Varolz. Got 9 creatures already, that's not bad. Out of pack 1.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're not playing Steeple Rock unless we're junk.
It's just an option we have.
Mm-hmm.
So back to, we're looking at Dimir cards and
Simic.
Simic.
Shamble Shark.
Yep, both are excellent. I think this is a Croconura deck, yeah. We don't want to be too color intensive.
Shamble Shark's cool with Varolz, however.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As a
2 mana plus
scavenge.
2/2. But Croconura is just better
Mm-hmm.
overall. It's also Scarred Guildmage, which is really good. But let's get some Evolve. And actually, Species Gorger is kind of cool with Evolve, too.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, next pick. Got Realm Right.
Swimmer.
Totally Lost. Nimbus Swimmer. Yeah, I'm actually cool with the Swimmer. It's a good in-game threat.
Doesn't work well with Varolz, but it's good.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But Realm Right being our splash color doesn't really make sense. And Nimbus Swimmer I can actually see being a worthy splash card. Okay, wow, next pack a lot of Orzhov, but we've also got Devour Flesh, Prophetic Prism. I mean, we're getting Golgari out of our last pack. We're not super deep blue yet.
Devour Flesh?
Prism's typically good, but we're a little bit short on removal is my problem.
Yeah.
And I probably don't want to play Drown and Filth, so let's take the Devour Flesh. Alright, we can take Dimir Guildgate. There's also a Godless Shrine in here.
And a Prophetic Prism here, too.
And a Prophetic Prism. I'd almost rather have the Gate.
Yeah, I would, too. Not commit to our deck.
Yeah, let's take the Dimir Guildgate there. Would have liked to have taken some tickets, but trying to win here. Trying to win. And I think we're going to need to take some more Simic cards out of this pack. Ooh, Dinrova Horror. I never get to play that card either, so I think we're going to take that.
It works well with Species Gorger.
Ooh, I like that. I like the way you're thinking. Corpse Blockade, Greenside Watcher also in here, of note. Totally playable. But I'd rather have the 6-drop. Dinrova Horror is sweet. Works alongside Maze Abomination, too. Yeah, I never get to play Dinrova Horror. I guess sometimes it can turn out to be pretty underwhelming, but whatever. It does enough for me. It's like an Ether Snipe, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't get the opportunity to evoke it, but they also have to discard, so sometimes it's just straight up like a Necrotal if they have 0 cards in hand.
Yeah, that's true.
You can take another Dimir Guildgate. I'll probably take it over the Specialist. Specialist feels weird on the...
Splash.
Yeah, let's take the Dimir Guildgate.
Yeah.
That actually is really well, or does a lot for our fixing. Okay, we can take Shadow Slice out of this next pack. There's also Spire Tracer, Forced Adaptation, Clinging Enemies. Let's just take the Shadow Slice. We have...
At least Rakdos Strike.
1 flyer, and the last pack will possibly open us up to some blue ones we can splash for, maybe. And we have the Nimbus Swimmer too, actually.
Yeah.
Deck looks okay. So we're really gonna have to clean up on Golgari, and is that it? Yeah, out of the last pack. Kind of got cut on Demir cards out of this pack. I guess we got the Denrova Horror, but
Yeah, we did get cut. And on Simic, too.
interesting.
Well, I mean, the Simic thing I was kind of expecting
Because we passed the green
two.
signal in the beginning, taking the Virals, but you can't regret that because Virals is just too good, too good to not play. I mean, maybe we could have just been like Orzhov and Splash for the green just to play the Virals. That might not have been so bad.
But that far and away second pick too.
And we saw like a fairly late Thrashing Moss Dog, so going the other way, we should get hooked up with green.
Burst of Strength here?
Yeah, I think we take Burst. There's also Corpse Blockade. But I like Burst. It's a good trick. Alright, second one.
Yeah.
Also, or we could take Corpse Blockade here. Does evolve, but let's take another Burst.
Yeah.
Good with Moss Dog. Good with Torture, even, in a pinch. Possibly saves Virals. Cool looking bug deck so far. Alright. We can do Totally Lost now. I think it's actually pretty playable.
Alright.
We're a little bit short on removal.
Take out the Mind Static then.
Kind of like Totally Lost. Yeah, let's take out Mind Static. Alright, we can take Paranoid Delusions here. Well, I clicked it too fast, but that's okay. We'll take Midnight Recovery. It doesn't really play alongside Virals, but if he dies, against the heavy removal deck, I could see it just to get him back.
Purge.
The Profane Knight. Beckon, actually playable, but probably not going in. Alright, so we're going to have to clean up on some
the Paranoid Delusions.
We're going to try and clean up on Golgari cards out of this last pack. If we get maybe 2 Grizzly Salvages, I'd consider the Drowning Filth. If we get... I mean, we already have 20 playable cards here, and I'm not unhappy with any of these. Alright, Chromatic Lantern. We also got Rites of Reaping, I want to note, is actually way more playable. There's also Indrik. A little bit Creature Light. This is good for the 4-drop slot. I can get behind Indrik, I think. I'd rather have that than the Rites.
Yeah.
Aerial Predation, hopefully wheel that.
Rites goes pretty late, too. I feel like still.
Yeah, definitely. And if no one's Golgari, we should be fine. Lantern and Promenade are cool in here, but Indrik is solid first pick. Ooh, Treasured Find. What else we got in here? Stealer's Secrets.
Dead Reveler?
Dead Reveler's very good.
I mean, Centaur's Herald's good, but not good with Virals, unfortunately.
Good point. Dead Reveler is still fine with Virals. It's a good attacker. Let's take it.
Okay.
I'm cool with that. Good picks in here, though. We probably wheel the Treasured Find, and, Treasured Find might actually be more playable in full block. I haven't decided yet. Growing Ranks, that's cool. Selesnya Charm. Wow. Yeah, I think we're probably going to end up taking the Scorpion. I'm not thrilled about passing Selesnya Charm, but we're kind of staying a little bit more focused here. Getting some good scavenge. Ooh.
Wow.
Get a lot less Troll. There's also Indrik, Roustabout, Giant Growth in here, but pretty happily.
Yeah, a lot of Troll helps us tremendously.
Getting Troll and Virals in the same deck is really cool.
We need some high power, low toughness, cheap guys.
Yeah, it's true.
Brush Strider would be much depreciated.
That would be good alongside Virals. Lotlet Troll with Burst of Strength isn't so bad either.
Lotlet Troll with Maze Abomination is pretty good.
Yeah, Lotlet Troll's pretty good.
Yeah.
Get a little Trample Death Touch.
Actually, with Shadow Slice too.
A lot of things.
Troll's good.
Yeah, it's just, I'm really happy to see that. What was it? 3rd pick, maybe? Yeah. 4th pick? Tells me no one else really went into Golgari. Golgari is a sweet one because Scavenge got stronger in full block, and you can't really design for it until last pack, So
there's that cell.
Yeah, I think I'd rather have the Giant Growth. Death's Presence is actually, I bet, better in full block too. But let's take the Giant Growth. More likely to wheel that Grizzly Salvage.
Ooh,
okay, another Indrik. There's also Locust,
which has no benefit from our Virals.
And there's also Underworld Connections too, which is playable.
We only have 15 creatures.
Kind of want the Indrik.
Best,
yeah. Have a bunch of reach guys. Will be good against the flyer deck. I mean, it's quite a few 4-drops, but I really think that's okay. Rogue's Passage is cool too.
Yeah.
But let's get another creature. All right, we can actually make some cuts now, so this will help us. Ooh, long legs
Long
out of this
legs.
back, but let's think what we don't need Drown and Filth. We probably don't need the Golgari Cluestone, and may not need the Shadow Slice or the Totally Lost, but this is 24 cards.
I'd cut Shadow Slice first.
Okay, we can cut the Shadow Slice, and we can actually cut Totally Lost, and then we have another space, so we can probably play Long Legs there.
Okay.
And that feels really good with Brawls, too.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fatty, efficient creature. Okay, now there's Perilous Shadow, Gobbling
Another
News,
Indrik.
Towering Indrik. Yeah, let's play all the Indriks.
Mm-hmm.
Are you opposed to that?
No.
I think that's fine.
That card is very good.
Yeah, we did table the Rites of Reaping. Could also take the Trans Guild, but I think this could be a Rites deck.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially, don't you think? Since
Yeah,
it's like,
we might still be able to cut blue or get it to a very small amount, like Species Gorger or
I mean, maybe we
something.
don't play all the Indriks, but we'll see. Like, this is 24 actually right now, so we could cut something. Maybe we cut more blue.
Yeah, I think Species Gorger is totally able to be cut. But Rites of Reaping's fine.
Let's take Rites.
That's only 3 blue cards in our deck now.
Trestle Troll, pretty happily slam that.
I'm really surprised that's there.
That also gets us to our later game.
Take the Growing Ranks.
Can't even play it, can we?
Can we play any of this other stuff? Mizium Skin, I guess, if you want to trick. But we already have Giant Growth, 2 Bursts of Strength. Essence Backlash will work.
I could see that being good against us.
I guess
even
Hussar
though-
Patrol was good too.
Yeah. It's a cool deck. I can see how we're going to have to design this. We may not even dip into blue.
Well, we've got Far and Away. I
Okay,
feel like we
so
can
just
play
for that,
Dimir Guildgates and Dimir Cluestone and be done. Like,
Yeah,
we
and
don't
maybe
need an
just do
island.
the Dinrova Horror
Yeah.
or a Nimbus Swimmer. I think I'd rather do the Dinrova Horror, although Nimbus Swimmer is very good. At least Dinrova Horror interacts
Yeah.
with Brawls. Doorkeeper, decent. Better than the Steed. Although the Steed's another one of those cards we were talking about earlier in the podcast with the minus...
3 -0. Or
Yeah,
minus
the
2
minus,
-0.
the minus power
Yeah.
in blue. So really happy with our pool. Looks pretty satisfactory. Hook this deck up. Maybe we don't need the torture. This is
Far and
21. Want the Far and Away. And then we could possibly do the
Gorger.
or the Horror. Or the
Oh, the horror is in already.
Oh, okay. Or the Swimmer. But you were saying Species Gorger because of it's just a fatty finisher and
It doesn't really interact. We don't have any cheap guys.
No. We're a little bit clunky.
Yeah, so maybe Nimbus Swimmer is better.
Plus we probably have a creature that we've scavenged onto, maybe.
Yeah, I guess you could even do Axebane Stag then.
I don't mind doing the Nimbus Swimmer on the splash. I guess we get a little...
Oh wait, you don't have Dimir Cluestone in either.
Yeah. Oh, do we want that for sure?
No, I guess we don't need it. We're only doing Dimir, or Dinrova Horror,
And Nimbus Swimmer.
and Far and Away.
And Far and Away doesn't... You don't need it. We
Yeah.
could do one more island, and I'd be done with just 2 cards in the deck that are fine on the splash anyway. Like, you want to play these pretty late game.
Yeah. Okay.
They come out late game. So, yeah, this is 23. I like that. How color intensive are we? Pretty damn green and still pretty black. So, these are a black source already. Let's see what they say. We probably lower the amount of black they say. We only need 1 blue, in my opinion, and we can do... I mean, we need black early, too, for a lot less troll and brawls.
Yeah, but this
And,
gives us
and
even
all
black.
these, too.
Even black, even green.
Yep. So 8 black, 8 green, 3 blue.
Seems.
Satisfactory.
Yeah.
Yeah, this deck looks good. Let's try and capitalize on that troll and brawls and really get there. Our removal looks good. Good tricks. Strong spells.
Great defense versus flyers.
Good amount of creatures. I don't even feel bad about triple Indrik. They just block well. Alright, let's play it. See round 1. Now, I guess that's it for this podcast. So,
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for tuning in. We didn't have a guest this week, Jake, which is kind of weird, but
Nah, it's okay. I'm sure
every
it'll be
once in a
fine.
while we can 2-man it.
Yeah.
And I guess there wasn't too much to talk about. We only talked about a few spoilers, but we'll have to come up with another guest next week that we can bring on, and hopefully we're gonna have some more content recorded soon, like what is it, Tristan that we had on, and Chris, who's a guy I'll probably try and get on the podcast. They're gonna start recording some videos for me. At least they told me they did. So I'd
Hmm.
like to
That'd be
put up
sweet.
some
Yeah.
different content for you guys to see, because I know Chris has some. He has a legacy deck online. He's got modern, so we could
Sweet.
seeing all the different formats would actually be really enjoyable. I'd like to watch those videos and learn some stuff. So thanks for tuning in. Email me at mortarpod@seemsgoodmagic.com. Talk to me. Let me know what you want to do. Check out my blog. I'm still trying to blog as often as I can and report about how I'm doing in paper magic. We've been live streaming Tuesdays, Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central Time. If you want to support me, go to my eBay store. I'm really trying to push for the cheapest prices on there. You only pay $1 shipping for any number of items domestically, and then it's only $3.50 internationally. So not terribly expensive shipping cost, and you can take any number. And I really have, I mean, most play sets are like 99 cents, so pretty cheap. And I've got some decent rares up too. But that's it for the podcast. If you want to see this list, go to seemsgoodmagic.com and I'll have these games posted. So thanks. See you
See
guys
you later.
later.